Doctor, how does our body get healthy?
You get healthy especially by eating good foods, especially green vegetables.
Our bodies also stay healthy when you get the right amount of sleep.
And another thing that people often forget about is drinking enough water.
One of my least favorite things is video games. I love when kids get outside and play because I find that a lot of kids are healthier when they play less video games and get outside more often.
Why do we have boogers and why do they taste so good?
The reason we have boogers is our nose tends to filter a lot of the things that are in our environment.
And when there's a lot of mucus and boogers coming out of our noses, that means our bodies are trying to fight off a virus, okay, or a bacteria.
They also help keep the lining of our nose nice and moist so that the air can get down to our lungs easier.
I don't know why they taste good.
I haven't eaten my boogers for a long time, but I used to when I was a little kid. I remember that. And there actually is some information in 2015 that stated that mucin, which is part of our boogers, when we eat them, can be healthy for our teeth. That sounds gross. I don't recommend eating boogers, but sometimes it's fun, and what can you do?
Why we get shots? I don't like shots.
I know vaccines can kind of be scary and they can kind of hurt a little bit, but it's a really important thing that we can do
To help us prevent some very, very serious diseases. And a lot of children have never seen these diseases.
And when we get the shots in our bodies start to build little cells and antibodies.
Antibodies help protect the body against any of these viruses or bacteria that could cause us to get sick. So it's like a little army that forms after a shot's given.
They take what our body can already do and they make our bodies stronger.
Why do we poop?
So our bodies have to get rid of things they don't need, and that's why we poop.
So when we eat or drink things, it goes through our mouth, down through the esophagus, into the stomach, through the small intestine, and the large intestine. Our body makes things called enzymes that help break down the food.
There's certain things that we need and certain things that we don't. And so our bodies accumulate that within our intestines and colon, and then we get rid of that when we poop.
If we didn't poop, we would have a lot of extra stuff we don't need in our body and we might explode. Just kidding. But really important to get rid of all that extra stuff that your body doesn't need.
Where do babies come from?
What? Do I have to answer that?
Babies come from, okay, I wasn't prepared to answer that one.
You know, sometimes when a new baby shows up here in the clinic, I ask big sister and big brother where the baby came from, and I hear all kinds of funny things like the baby came from Amazon or Target. I think where babies come from, I don't know if we have time for that today.
What is your favorite color?
My favorite color changes. I love all colors.
My favorite color is blue.
Red and blue.
It's Clemson orange.
It's red because my name's all red, I think.
Probably blue. And I don't know why, because I don't like any colleges or universities that are blue, but I do like blue as a color. So.
What's your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero is Hulk, because he's a scientist, but then he becomes so massive.
I think probably my favorite superhero is Captain America.
Always loved Captain America because he has a sweet shield that he can throw and it comes right back to him and it can knock out anybody.
One superhero that I'd really like is Thor, because he can fly and he's really, really strong.
I think I'd like to be the Flash. He gets a lot done really quick, and I wish I could be that efficient.
Probably Superman. I like Superman because he can pretty much do anything and everything. I'd love to be able to fly and be strong enough to move and pick up a car. Wouldn't that be awesome? Superman definitely is my favorite superhero.